Hey guys, I'm Daniel, and this is my mantis collection. I recently started breeding my adults and am now selling nymphs. I have some in stock, and check out my website. It'll be linked in the description. I guess I got all the mantises up here, and then feeders here, over there too. Creobrota gemmatis, which is a jewel flower mantis. It's from India.
Oh wow!
Got some pretty cool looking wings. These guys are I have two males, so I'm trying to find females for them. And these guys are Automantis scutigera from Tanzania.
Wait, you just let it go like that? It's not gonna run away?
Their arms and like, come back. Come on.
Huh.
But she's kind of doing
so cute.
Yeah, look at that. She's doing it now. That's why they call them boxers, because they do that.
Isn't that like praying?
But yeah, it's just like a threat pose, I guess.
That's not very threatening.
I'll make it.
Wait, you made all these tiny flags as well?
Yeah, with little felt.
Huh. Nice.
These guys are Brunner's mantises. These guys are from the U.S. I caught these guys near the River Club or the Riverbend building.
In Riverbend building?
Like, well, near.
Really?
It's at that park and ride.
It's the same species the one Sabrina has, right?
Yeah.
Right.
So they're pretty big. They reproduce parthenogenically, so it's like cloning.
Right.
So they don't mate. There's no male. Well, actually, there are males in the species, but the ratio is like 1,000 to 1. And so here's all the Otheca that I got from them this fall.
From them?
Yeah. So I had 4 females. 2 have died. Those are the other 2. So I've gotten all the Otheca from them, and I've had a couple hatch. Here's the newly hatched.
Oh, nice.
These are very small. So I'll keep them together till they molt, and then I'll separate them. Probably not this one because she's so old.
Dude, this is the biggest flower mantis I've ever seen.
Yeah, this is probably the biggest species of flower mantises, I think. So yeah, that's like the classic white orchid. She's very old. She's probably, I think she's 16 months old. She hatched October of 2020.
How long do you usually live?
Some can live over a year, but like dead leaves can live over a year, but orchids usually live less than a year. Our Deriplatus truncata from Thailand. They're like a species of dead leaf mantises, and
this is one of the species that it's included in your poster.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So these guys are, so there's a lot of species in the genus, which is pretty cool. There's a couple in the trade. There's probably 4 or 5 in the trade, at least in the U.S. And these guys are my favorite for sure. They have that really cool shield on the back. So this one will probably molt pretty soon. A couple days maybe.
They don't move around too much, right?
These guys definitely don't.
Right.
There's some that do, but these guys are very chill. It's weird because this species actually like sits at the bottom of their little terrarium more often than most species. But yeah, I think it's like a dead leaf kind of thing.
She's like, who's that?
So I have 6 females and 1 male of that species, so he's got a big task ahead of him. He'll probably molt pretty soon. That's a female. Get like scared and stuff. So here's the male. So you can tell the shield's pretty small. And it's not like this one is like, it's almost like a bell. And this one kind of comes in like a diamond.
Okay.
And then you can already see the wing buds on this guy. So he's going to be a lot smaller than her. She still has a couple more molts. And so he'll be an adult probably in a week or 2. Probably a week, I'd say.
They are in the same instar.
Yeah, same instar.
Right.
Yeah, so he'll be adult probably in a week, and she'll probably take 2 months minimum.
Okay.
Hopefully I can keep him alive that long.
So they're gonna get even bigger.
Yeah, they'll be pretty big. These are all my yellow orchids. So all the Otheca are back here. They've all been laid by these 2 females. My other one's at the lab. I guess the biggest problem is that the males are super small, so they can just like grab them and they're donezo. So the males are about half the size. They're cool. They're from Indonesia.
Right.
Actually, they inhabit most of the space that the white orchids do.
So this is
Still second instar.
Second instar. Right.
And so every day I go through these guys and I give them 1 fruit fly each, and then if any have molted, I sex them and put them in here. And then I had my first 5th instar one today. She's in there. She's getting pretty big. I think it's a female. Yeah, it definitely is. And so all of these guys and these guys are from the second hatch that I had, or second like They always
Yeah.
hatch on the same day, which is nice. They lay them on the same day,
Yeah.
which is convenient.
Right.
The reason that the males are so small and the females are so big is that in the wild it discourages inbreeding, because the small males, like, they mature pretty quick, and they die usually before the females are mature, like from the same ophika. So
Okay.
then
So
they can like
prevent
pair with
them.
others.
So
But,
basically, males and females from the same generation cannot.
yeah,
Right.
not in the wild. They
Right.
typically don't. It just decreases it. Yes, they're from Spain, and coolest thing about these guys is that they go through a diapause in the wild, which is where they just like, it's almost like hibernation.
During the winter.
They don't eat. Yeah, so they don't eat
Right.
or molt for like 10 weeks.
Huh.
And so people like find that it's pretty hard to like, you don't put them through diapause in captivity. It finds that like sometimes they die off because of that. So
Yeah. Yeah. Mhm. That's a male.
like a week ago.
These are the female.
Yes. So these guys are pretty cool too.
These are huge.
Yeah, so they were they sort of took like an extra molt and still beat him to adulthood, which is
Right.
kind of crazy.
I've seen this in those fancy photographs.
Yeah, so these guys are super cool too.
Oh. Wow. Oh, they have the little hat thing.
Yeah, so they call them the
Right.
conehead mantis is the common name. When they molted to adult, they didn't want to eat it all, but they've gotten better about it since.
Nice. So elegant.
Yeah, they're pretty cool. From, I mean, kind of everywhere. They're from like Middle East, Canary Islands, North Africa.
What's the name again?
Blepharopsis mendica, which is like also known as a thistle mantis, is the common name. Let me get some better light.
Right.
So it's pretty cool. You have to look pretty closely, but they have like little tiny hairs on them.
Oh.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I hadn't done trading before, but I did that.
Yeah.
So I got those guys, so I'll probably mate them pretty soon. So I only had them for a couple of days, so I don't know exactly what their behavior's like, so it might jump. Hopefully not.
They all seem pretty chill.
Yeah.
It's
don't
gonna
remember.
get even bigger?
Yeah, it'll get probably like half of my
Look at that smelly face on her gaster.
like last segment of the finger.
Yeah.
I can't tell if it's male or female. I'm not 100%. Like I said, I'm not the jumping spider guy, so.
Yeah.
But it'll molt pretty soon, I think. Admin's very big, hasn't eaten very recently. And very smart. They have very good eyesight, so they're very fun to watch.